Hello and welcome to Dotto Tech. We've got a tremendous theme for today's show, digital video. Video has come so far in the past few years. We now have numerous options to capture, edit, and save and share video. So I thought that we'd spend some quality time today on the topic. We all know that digital photography has exploded in popularity, but its moving cousin video, however, has lagged behind on the acceptance front. Now that is partially due to cost and partially because of the complexity of the process, but mostly it's because we're not as comfortable making movies as we are taking photos. Video has its place, and it is time that we looked at the ins and outs of getting that video into and out of our computer. One of the real challenges that the average consumer faces when dealing with digital video is all of the different formats that we have to deal with. You've got MPEG, QuickTime, Real Video, WMP or Windows Media Format, AVI, SD or Standard Definition, and HD or High Definition. All these format issues cause us no end of confusion, and confusion leads to inaction. Well, today we're going to endeavor to be a confusion-free zone. Our goal, getting video into our computer for editing, because once the video is in, we can edit it and share it in so many wonderful ways. But before we get to inputting, let us spend a few minutes talking about the camcorders themselves. There's a lot of different cameras on the market, and once again, we have competing technologies that you need to consider. Now, the differences are mainly in the media that we record on. For example, this is the Samsung Duocam, and it records on good old videotape, or rather on good new videotape. It records in a format called Mini DV, which is a digital format. The other video cameras in the market also record digitally, but they record on small DVD discs or onboard hard drives called micro drives. Now, in general, the media type that you record onto is going to dictate the video format that you record with. For example, Mini DV cassettes record video using the DV standard or high definition DV called HDV, while discs and micro drives typically save in a compressed video form called MPEG-2. I should also point out that you can use most good digital still cameras to record video, and most record in MPEG-4 or in QuickTime format, and still cameras do a surprisingly good job on video. However, there's pluses and minuses to each of these technologies. But the key is the information from all of these formats is already in a digital form, which in theory should make it easier for us to move our video into the computer. Now, the actual act of importing your video into the computer is the piece of the puzzle that has changed the most in the past few years. We used to have to convert the video from analog form into digital, and that required a fairly powerful computer, a good video card, a lot of time and expertise to convert video into digital form. Now, with the recent advances in technology, the video is already digital. So now we just need to import it into the computer. There is no conversion needed. With a camera like this Samsung, which records on tape, the best way to input is through a cable. Now, this one uses a USB 2 connection. A lot of camcorders will use a FireWire connection to connect the camcorder to the computer. Now, if you have one of the disc-based cameras, then you can usually just take the media right out of the camera and pop it into your computer. The challenge with video is that it isn't really ready for sharing in its raw form. Unlike photos, which you can print or send your image right away to people, with video, you need to spend some time sprucing it up. Later in the show, Colin Smith from Adobe is going to show us just how to do that with Premiere Elements 3, which is, in my mind, the best video editing solution for the PC. Before we can edit video, though, we need to import the video, and that's what we're going to do when we return.